I'll leave the door unlocked for you.
You don't have to do that.
Yes, I do. Because you ain't got a key no more.
You gonna let the wrong person inside?
No, I ain't. Because he gonna come. We had a beautiful day, and he's coming over. What?
I mean, do I need to say it? The title says it all. We've all been saying it for seasons at this point, but Karen is just completely delusional and has lost it. Now, in another video, I think it was the one where I talked about Zach really needs to stop using the L word when referring to how he feels about Karen, because if nothing else, it just fuels her delusion, causing her to believe that he is really still in love with her and his relationship with Zatima be damned. Now, you know, I kind of vouch for Karen in a way. I felt like Zach was, in a sense, leading her on. Now, look, if you put yourself in Karen's position, and I'm only talking strictly from the point of when everybody thought she was dead to that night when she was on the phone with Zach. But then the next day, it just felt like, you know, Zach was completely distant. Seriously, if you look at how Zach's demeanor was during his conversation at this restaurant with Karen compared to their phone conversation the night before, it was different as night and day. You know, where he was just ecstatic that, oh my gosh, you're not dead, versus, yeah, we had some good times, but I'm with Zatima now. Seriously, that's really how it felt. And given how he, you know, scooped her up, hugged her, caressed her, said, I got your back, I want to help you get on your feet again, it could be interpreted as, oh, what fiance? I'm just, you know, showing my true feelings to you. And on Karen's part, that's where her delusion kicks in. She only hangs on to what she wants to. Like, let's say, for example, let's say it was merely, okay, let's say Karen and Zach had 5 minutes together, and 30 seconds of that 5 minutes, Zach is saying everything Karen wants to hear. But then the other 4 minutes and 30 seconds, he's just, you know, talking about all the bad stuff they went through. He's talking about why he loves Zatima more than Karen. She's going to hold on to those 30 seconds of the sweet talking he did. And I mean, when they were at this table just talking with each other, he pretty much said, I love you, but here's the situation. Me and Zatima, we're starting a family. We're going to get married at some point. It doesn't matter. She's only hanging on to what she wants to hear. And it's to her own detriment. And yeah, like I said, Zach at this point should know better than to use the L word with Karen. Or he needs to be very careful with his words, because even though he is clear as crystal, pun intended, he is clear as crystal with Karen about where his feelings, or what he feels, and where his heart is, Karen is only going to hear what she wants to hear. And that's her fault. But at the same time, Zach should know better than to use the L word, because it just fuels the delusion. And can we talk about the fact that Karen, and this would threw me for a loop. Before we got to the end of the episode where Andy and the girls came over to Karen's place, did anybody else consider Zach and Karen to have a date? Zach just simply said, look, I want to go inside, look at the damages and whatnot. I'm assuming he might have taken some photos and sent them to Karen, because Karen was by no means allowed to come into that salon because of the fumes and whatnot. He just simply said, hey, after this, can we go somewhere and talk? He didn't say it was a date. He said, hey, can we just go somewhere to talk? She was the one that started to try to manipulate him by bringing up the good times, you know, about their first couple of dates and whatnot. And and that's when I knew I would love you and be with you forever. And it's like, you want to talk about those letters from last season, or technically in Sistas time, you want to talk about those letters from like 4 nights ago, where you were basically tearing me down, blaming me for your hatred and the stain of butterflies, about how our whole relationship, everything was my fault. Now you want to take a moment to talk about the good times? Nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. And then even further, she started pulling out all the stops like, you know you love me. Well, yeah, but guess what? I'm with Fatima, though. Do you love her as much as you love me? It's different. That's where Zach fucked up. He shouldn't have said it's different. Even though it is different, he never really answered her question. And then from there, she tries to pull the baby card. And then my favorite thing, oh, so you're just going to act like me and this baby don't exist. Karen, I don't even know if that baby's mine. And that's when she knew, okay, I got to pull out the sex card. Yep, so I'm going to leave the door unlocked. Then when Andy gets there, it's all, yeah. Me and Zach had a beautiful date earlier today, and I know he's coming over. Nah, he on the couch with Fatima, and they just made up, so I don't know what you've been smoking. And you're supposed to be pregnant, remember? But yeah, Karen is just so lost in the delusion that she's going deeper and deeper in this hole, and nobody's going to come to, pull her out of it. And it's weird because for the past few episodes, I've actually been kind of siding with Karen in terms of I understand where she's coming from. I don't approve of certain things like her knowingly kissing a man on the cheek who has a fiance. That's kind of foul if you ask me. And then on top of that, going so far as to just denounce Aaron completely. We're not together. I don't love him as much as I love you. Nowhere close. And it's like, Karen, you straight up tripping. I don't know what it's going to take to kind of snap her out of this. And some people are like, well, Zach should have. Folks, I mean, if last night didn't prove it to you, I don't know what will. It doesn't matter how many times he says it, how clear he makes it. It's just one of those situations where Karen is going to believe what she wants. And until she gets that ass whooped, she ain't going to believe the truth. So that's really all I got to say. This chick is fully delusional. Her mom needs to come up and get her committed or something, because Karen has officially lost it. She really has. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.